Ever since Christopher Reeve stepped into his spandex as Superman in 1978, Hollywood has looked to the comic book superhero to pack a punch at the box office. Spider-Man 3 generated box office receipts of $900 million. Dark Knight reached a cool $1 billion, and Marvel's The Avengers produced an eye-watering $1.4 billion.
We're a time bomb.
I think that superheroes have become a kind of mythology, a contemporary mythology in the way that the Greeks and Romans had gods. And it's like an epic canvas onto which we can project, our hopes and dreams. And the superhero is somebody who is able to overcome his human weakness to do the right thing.
Marvel's The Avengers has swatted aside boy wizard Harry Potter to take the all-time number 3 slot at the box office. The company's turnaround from bankruptcy in 1996 to Disney's $4 billion buyout in 2009 mirrors the plot of a superhero story with a tale of triumph over adversity.
50 years of comics. You can imagine how many stories we have, how much can we do with it. Once you withstand the test of time, and you pass a certain period, and you see the power of the franchise from very young children to people my age, it can go forever.
You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
Marvel's superhero nemesis is represented by DC Comics, home to Batman, Superman, and a posse of powerful pals owned by Warner Brothers, part of CNN's parent company, Time Warner. Warner Brothers has high hopes riding on the final film in Chris Nolan's Batman trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises.
We've really been able to tell one big story made up of these 3 large acts, really, the 3 acts of it. And it's a unique thing to be able to do that, and to take your time with it and develop it over time and kind of grow up with it. That's really been a great thrill for us.
When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die.
But as one superhero hangs up his cape, another is set to fly again, with the return of Superman. Man of Steel takes to the skies next year. 50 years after Stan Lee created Spider-Man, Iron Man, X-Men, and many other notable men and women for Marvel, the 89-year-old king of comics is planning to unleash a new global hero. But unlike his powerful predecessors, the Annihilator hails from China.
I've been asked, do you think the world is ready for a non-American hero to save the world? I think the world has never been more ready, and I think the world needs characters who are superheroes, who can do good deeds, who are not American.
From Asterix the Gaul in France to Japan's Ultraman, many parts of the world have their own rich comic book history. But few can match Marvel and DC Comics in reaching a truly global audience.
Spidey has just produced the biggest ever opening by a Hollywood film in India.
It's a good movie. It's better than the first one. It's a different take on how the first one proceeded, and it was really fun to watch.
वो अपराधियों की तरह नकाब पहनता है।
शायद उसे कुछ ऐसा करना है जो पुलिस नहीं कर सकती।
क्या कहा?
Meanwhile, Brazilians can't get enough of the webbed wonder known as Homem-Aranha.
I don't know if Brazil would have a hero. I don't believe we are a country to have a hero. That's not our thing.
I think a Brazilian superhero would be somebody that fights corrupt politicians, because that's really the widespread problem in Brazil. And I can't really think of a name for him, though.
While the world awaits the arrival of anti-corruption man, cinema audiences continue to be swept up in the muscular arms of superhero mania. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a franchise. Neil Curry, CNN, London.